49 bottles, yeah, we got 'em all. Line 'em all up and we'll drink till we fall. Ardbeg Cantina's the best liquor store. Ardbeg Cantina, you'll never need more.
Hello, and welcome to a new hope and a new episode. Episode 4, The New Hope. Star Wars puns all day of the Arthur Avenue podcast. May the 4th be with you. I'm your host, Chewbacca, with your other host, Lord Vader.
Good day to everyone in the Empire and all the outlying systems. How are you guys doing today?
Well, obviously we're recording this because tomorrow's May 4th. May the 4th be with you. We love Star Wars. I don't know if you know that. Even though this episode is probably going to come out a week after. All right. And that's our little intro. I got to take this mask off.
By the way, if you can't
better.
tell,
You can hear me better?
this is a kid-sized Darth Vader mask. If you didn't know, you weren't aware, this is made for children.
Yeah, so is my Chewie mask, I swear. No, we're not giants amongst men.
I mean, it'd be pretty cool if guys who were playing hockey, goalies, had like the Darth Vader mask. I haven't seen one yet. I think it would be pretty cool.
We'll have the Jason mask. It's a good question. I'll look for that. Maybe there's some sort of
Or a
goalie that
stormtrooper.
did some cool shit like that.
That would be kind of cool. I'm just saying. Put it out there.
So, keeping in theme of Star Wars, we're going to do a taste of the Ardbeg
Smokiverse.
Smokiverse. Smokiverse.
Ardbeg from time to time does some cool stuff. Some stuff I don't understand, falls flat. Maybe I'm not, hip enough to understand what they're trying to do. But sometimes they put out pretty cool things. I won't knock them 100%. They're not terrible like Diageo. They're cooler. I'll give them credit like that. Shots at Diageo. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba.
Okay.
I hope it comes back to me like, hey, why'd you say all that smack about Diageo? I hope it does, because I just hate them.
Mother F Diageo. And P. Diddy for that matter.
I'm not supposed to hate anyone, but you can hate a corporation because it is soulless. It has no spirit to it. It has no body. It's no physical embodiment of a person. It is just a soulless corporation. So Diageo, I hate you.
So give a little rundown. I'm going to open this bottle. We have a video of us actually opening a bottle. Not some bottle we already had open.
Bottle opening. Unpacking the Ardbeg Smokiverse bottle. He is cracking the seal for the people listening. He's now put the mask back on, took the top foil off, and hear that pop? Ooh, that was a nice pop.
I'll take the mask off.
Ardbeg always has like these really nice patterns to them. I don't know what the chain thing is about. I'm sure it's some Gaelic thing or something.
You hear that shit, Joey?
Look. Look at that. Sound effects for the people listening.
I'm going to slide it over. I don't know how well there's a glass in the way.
Let's do the slide. Slide test.
That's a tight
slide
squeeze.
test.
I might smash that glass. Here we go.
Come on. Oh.
Beautiful.
You got a career in sliding still.
We slide, man. If you can see that, my hand is totally in the way. Color is very light, straw light color. I haven't even put my nose to it, but I could smell the peatiness. That's like an Ardbeg. I don't know which camera I'm looking at. I'm looking at the camera that's facing Anthony. It does not help.
Joe.
So right off the nose,
very little. It looks like a lot, but it's not.
I got the Ardbeg peatiness, but I got some sweetness to it. And with cheers. Poor Joey more than I poured myself.
Well, you're doing all the data breakdown, right?
We'll try. I'll try.
All right, I'm gonna do the taste breakdown.
So it says this was released in 2025. It's typical Ardbeg, heavily peated stuff, but with a twist. This is all from ChatGPT, by the way. Just isn't another smoky Ardbeg. They changed the production method. So what they did to make it the Smokiverse, it's not just a gimmick.
All right, well, before you get into that, just to give people a little bit of context.
Okay.
Ardbeg, Glenmorangie, 2 Scotch companies owned by our boys at Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy. So it's their, foray into the Scotch world. The Ardbegs are known for being smoky, peaty, punch in the face. The Glenmoes are totally opposite, floral fragrance. So just keep that in mind. Ardbegs, smoky, peaty, very powerful. Go ahead, JP.
So it says they used high gravity mashing, meaning less water, more grain, more sugar extraction, bigger, denser flavor compounds. Instead of just smoke punching you in the face, you get a fatter, sweeter, more layered Ardbeg. I could smell the sweetness. I haven't tasted it yet.
Well, off the nose, it smells thick, if that's like a thing you can describe. It smells cereally. It smells like there's a lot there. It doesn't smell like light. I know it sounds retarded to say that. Shouldn't use that word.
No,
but
you could use it. You could use game retarded. That's back on the menu.
all right, cool. It's kind of chewy in the nose. Like it smells like there's substance to it. And the taste kind of matches the nose. There's a lot of flavor there. I think it's...
Can you give it a smell for me? Oh, I tried to get him to smell the
Give
mic.
it a sniff?
Yeah, I was trying to give him the mic sniff, but
Trying to play with my mind?
I have not tasted it yet, but on the nose, like I said, sweet, smoky.
Your Jedi tricks don't work on me.
I know that was a Jedi mind trick. Didn't work. Let's give it a taste. Ooh, it's light tasting, but that like usually Ardbeg smoke hits me hard. This kind of just is light. Like it's got that smokiness, but it like kind of just floats on the tongue. Like if you're in a Smokiverse, I get it.
I think you know in the first like 3 or 4 seconds if you like the whiskey or if you think the whiskey's good. I think this is good. I think this is done right. JP's right. Like sometimes it's way overpowering, the smoke and the peat, and then you can't taste anything. You might as well have put out a cigarette on your tongue. This, it's there, but there's like a range of flavors. It's sweet in the beginning. There's a high peak of alcohol right in the beginning as well. And then it just kind of crescendos down and it just gets softer and elegant. And some of these like sandy notes come through at the end. Does that make sense?
Well, according to this little note, let's break down the flavor profile. And I try not to read the flavor profile before I drink and taste and whatever. But one thing that really stuck out: cool notes like smoked bubble gum. And if you give it a hint, if you smell it, and I see where they get smoked bubble gum.
I don't get bubble gum.
I get I get it. Smoked bubble gum.
Smoke, yeah, 1,000.
Smoke with a little bit of bubble gum on it.
It's called Smokiverse. Yeah, it's gonna smell like smoke.
No, I get that little hint of bubble gum. I do.
I get a sweetness there after the smoke, but I don't. I've been chewing a different bubble gum growing up.
What is Muscovado?
But I guess that's Moscato, a Moscato-like compound and flavor. Definitely creaminess, definitely oil. That's on the money.
I don't get clover spice.
I don't think I get anise.
Yeah, I don't get any of that. I don't get clover spice. I don't really get a note.
There is spice there, but I wouldn't call it clover. Yeah. Clover is very distinct.
Long, smoky, earthy finish. I get the earthy on the back. Obviously smoky, but it's not long. It's kind of I get like lighter than. I feel like the wee beasties just smoke forever on you.
Yeah,
I could sip this and I go, oh, I get the smokiness. Smoky hits you, but it's gone.
Wee beastie also reflects a price point, right? Like it's smoky, but it's kind of like, this is tasty. This is good. This is something I could drink every day. This is more like thought provoking. Mm-hmm. That's why you're spending the extra $150 on Smokiverse. Is because it's making you think a little bit more as you're sipping it. It's not just a 2-3 note flavored whiskey. There's a lot to pull out here. I was saying kind of sandy at the end. This thing is saying earthy. I guess that's what we're talking about. But I get kind of a like earthy. I think more of a foresty kind of like strong flavor. This is a little bit lighter earthiness.
Yes.
That's why I said sandy.
I know. I get what you mean by the sandy. Yes, and it says right here fruit forward, and I get that too. Like
it's damn good.
Yeah, Ardbeg makes good stuff. I like Ardbeg. They make fantastic scotch.
They do so much better than Diageo.
But it's just
killing Diageo today.
But also Ardbeg, like Bardstown bourbon, Bardstown Bourbon makes good stuff. Just stop putting out a new thing every fucking week and then charging $1 million for it.
Yeah, I think Bardstown. So it's like there's like a whole bunch like whiskey crashing going on. There was that black-owned brand, Uncle Nearest. They're like in a ton of trouble. Bardstown was putting out reports of like they're the fastest growing whiskey in this sector, this, that, the other thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure they laid off a ton of people a couple weeks ago. So what JP's saying, you confuse people too much. You're not cool enough. You think you're cool, but you're not cool enough. You're bad at telling stories. People can't relate to you, and they don't understand what you're doing. They get confused, and they back away, and they don't purchase, and they're not interested in it. Ardbeg is a little more thought-provoking. There's definitely more stuff going on there. The price point's a lot higher, too, but that Bardstown Foursquare that we had, right? Foursquare is like a big, famous rum company. We've never sold any expensive, but I mean, I didn't see the value in spending $150 on Foursquare bourbon.
See, this is the problem. You just said Bardstown Foursquare, and I'm like, I don't even know which one that is. Because
We had it open.
Goose Island. They have Foursquare. They have this one. They have that, and I like them all. That's it. That's it. What you're saying, Goose Island's like an IPA beer, which I hate. I think I haven't had a good beer cask finished whiskey ever. I don't think. Maybe like one of the casks they used. The
Okay.
Guinness one, right? The Nick Offering.
The Guinness one was okay.
But that was Scotch. That wasn't bourbon.
Yeah, I was all right. I wasn't like crazy about it. It wasn't terrible.
I like the Goose Island Bardstown as well. I liked all the Bardstown.
I hate IPAs.
There's just too many of them.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, yeah, buy this for $150. Oh, by the way, the new one came out. Now this one's... And people are like, what am I supposed to do?
I think they borrow that tactic from like fast food.
Yeah, but you're not paying $150 for the
Yeah,
new
it
Arch
doesn't work.
Deluxe.
I know, it doesn't work. They think like, oh, let's just keep on putting out new things to invoke people's collecting habits. Let's capitalize on their OCD. And let's just keep putting out these things they need to collect so they have the whole collection.
Like the sneakers. Like, oh, this is the Jordan whatevers. Get lost. Okay?
A room full of sneakers in
Crazy.
glass.
Crazy. Crazy to me. People who like are sneaker people are retarded. Whatever. I don't care. I don't know.
It's
but
a
then, and then again, I
collective-
have a bunch of Funko Pops like an idiot. Which
See,
I look at and I go, these are stupid and I don't want these anymore.
I've always ragged on you guys for Funko Pops. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Cool, man. I got all the Marty McFlys.
But my initial question was, can you play with them? Do they do anything? They don't.
They bring joy when I look at it.
Yeah,
I
but you
just put it
can't
back,
take
I
it
go-
out the box and be like, oh, yo, Funko, man, here's your gun. Get in the Funko car and blow that guy's house up. Boom. There's no play there. It's just a thing in a box.
I'm 40 years old. I'm not supposed to be playing my Funko.
Okay,
I
but
got video games for that.
children,
I'm 40
right?
years old. I got video games to play. Not
children are
figures.
supposed to play with toys. They're supposed to look at a toy, play out a story, have whatever, blow things up with each other or whatever they do. You can't do that with a Funko Pop. It's just
Yeah, but there's grown men that collect toys too, right? And they don't play with them. You look at it, you go, wow, this reminds me.
It's
This
kinda
reminds
weird,
me
too.
when I was a child. It brought joy when I was a kid playing my Ninja Turtles. Now, since I'm an old man, I can't play with it. I'll just look at it and go, I remember sitting on my living room floor, Michelangelo versus, Donatello for the world championship.
so you
belt.
look at it in a trophy case.
Yeah, you go. Those remind me of the good times of yesteryear. Now I got to pay $4.50 for gas.
I think the high comes off of, I have a on NIB first release Michelangelo detective series or whatever. I think that's where the high comes from. You could brag to your friend that you have this thing. That this other guy
You gotta
doesn't
let it
have.
breathe. You gotta open it up, let it breathe. I'm not in
I
like
don't
that's
know.
one thing I don't like. I don't like buying it and then being like, oh, I'm gonna hold on to it and I'm gonna sell it. Like I'm buying it like for an investment. Money's the root of all evil. It ruins everything, right? So like this is the
But
problem.
you can have joy and fun in
But this
buying
is the
things
problem
and,
with the-
and using them, enjoying them, right?
Yeah, well, then use them,
Like
enjoy
whiskey,
it.
you can enjoy. Right?
Yes.
You can crack it open. You can sip with your friend. You can BS about whatever and go, yo, it's actually pretty good. What is this?
But a lot of
Talking
people don't
about
do
it.
that. A lot of people buy it and go, look at my Pappy's collection. Let's drink it. No, I can't. Just gotta look at it. Why?
It's very weird to me. I mean, all right, you might be like, listen, let's try the 10. The 23 I'm saving for my, my son's wedding. All right, I get that. I understand that, right? Fine. Or I'm waiting for this big, like my 50th anniversary. Fantastic. Let's have that bottle on your 50th anniversary. I get that. I don't know. Just having boxes of toys that just sit in a box. I don't know. It's kind of strange to me.
That's why you don't let us. You display it. Because then you come over, you go, oh shoot, you got the original Donatello. That's crazy. You go, I know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but your house isn't a toy store.
Well, no, it's not a store. Well, you would have a room, right?
I guess.
Like if you went to someone's house, right? Obviously, I don't have a house in these trying times. But if I had a house and I had like a little room, my little decompression zone, and you go down there and you see like a bunch of Pappies open, and I go, yo, let's drink the Pappy 12. You sit down in my room, and then you just look around. You go, oh shit, look at that transformer. I go, it's pretty cool. Watch this. Press the button, it transforms. Don't keep it in the box.
And you run out the box.
Exactly. So a transformer, we're not playing with it. We're just enjoying it, enjoying our time, reminiscing. Oh, I had this, and we're drinking the Pappies.
Which, by the way,
this is my fantasy land. Playing with my toys with my friends, drinking expensive whiskeys.
Shout out to Hasbro for making the dopest dream of my childhood come to fruition with the transforming Optimus Prime. It's the dopest toy. If you haven't gotten one, if you haven't heard about it, you got $750 in your pocket and you just want to spend on something and be amazed for a couple hours, get the Optimus Prime auto transforming toy. It's the coolest thing ever. Do I want to buy the Grimlock, the Decepticon, the dude with the cassette? Also so cool. Do I want to buy all of them and have them fight each other?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I want every single one of them. I want the Bumblebee. Yeah. I want Jazz. I want all of them battling each other, yelling at each other in whatever lingo. It's the coolest thing ever. But reality, I need to change the windows on my house. So I can't splurge $10,000 on auto transforming robots that my kids can't play with because they're too small. They'll destroy these things.
They're going to break them.
Yeah. So do I get it? Yes. Would I buy them all if I had the money? Yes. But they're not sinking in a box. They're getting played with on Sunday. The baby's going to watch from behind a fence, and they're all just going to be playing out a scene. And then they'd be like, Dad's weird. Why is he doing this? Why can't we play with these toys? I'm like, no, you don't understand, kids. And I'm like, no, why can't we play with them? No, not yet. When you get older. Yeah, that's like a...
Sitting there sipping this Ardbeg Smokiverse, where you and me just sitting there with a pen of Decepticons fighting each other. Be like, this is what life's about. It's like 70-year-old men just these are the days.
So cool. So cool. Something I thought about buying without buying it, without getting too far off track. We still have a lot to talk about. The Ghostbuster Hasbro packs. Dude.
Shout out Steve DeCaso.
They're cool. Another cool thing. But then I started thinking about what am I going to do with this? And then you look at guys at Comic-Cons who are in the whole outfit and the whole gear and they're cosplaying it. And you're like, that's cool for 5 minutes. I can't see myself wearing that pack any other day outside of Halloween and some Ghostbuster anniversary day or something, some event you go to. What are you going to do in your backyard and wear the Ghostbuster pack as you're mowing the grass?
No.
You're going to pick your kids up in the Ghostbuster pack on a regular day?
That's what I journal on. This cosplay stuff is too crazy. Because at least you could look at the toys. A ghost, I guess you could put in a giant display case, but I'm not going to dress up like a Ghostbuster. Yeah, but then
what are you going to do in the display case?
Also, Ghostbusters sucks.
No, it's the coolest IP. Sucks. I will fight you any day of the week.
Ghostbusters stinks.
Goose. I was going to call it Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is the coolest New York-inspired IP.
Spider-Man
is also super cool. But Ghostbusters is very, very New York themed.
Yeah.
Right? Spider-Man is New York themed too, right? But you can kind of put him anywhere.
Yes.
You could put him in California. You could put him in Mexico. You could put him wherever you want. You kind of have the same.
That's why they made Miles Morales.
Right?
Well, Mexico?
Yeah. No, Miles Morales is...
he's New York as well.
But he's New York as well. Okay. But Ghostbuster IP, it's a mash of a plumber, a super, electrician, New York City I thought they were DP.
whatever scientist guys.
They are, right? But they're dealing with New York City's problem that someone runs into, right? Like a plumber. Plumbing goes bad. The guy shows up in overalls with the monkey wrench and he starts getting to work on it, right?
Yes, but Ghostbusters could be anywhere as well. Ghosts are everywhere.
Yes, but the guys, how like they're suited up, the way they act, the way they're dealing with, so they're smoking cigarettes after a job. They're all covered in grime and dirt. They're going into a place all geared up with all their stuff on them. It's a very New York blue-collar worker based in reality, which makes it cool. Right? Anyone that gives it a lot of time and thinks like,
None of them
how would
are-
a Ghostbuster be in New York City? He would look like that.
None
He
of
would
them
be
are
one of those
even from
guys.
New York, though.
Okay, but they
One's
lived in New York City,
Chicago, one's
right?
Canadian.
Bill Murray
one's-
lived there. Hal Ramis lived here. Dan Aykroyd's Chicago.
The whole
guy.
world has lived here.
Okay, well, it's based in a New York City worker. That's the coolest part about the Ghostbuster IP. I'll die on that hill. The second coolest thing about them is the Ghostbuster trap in the Ghostbuster house. All right, that big red ecto containment unit.
Shut these all off.
I always wanted like a red panel like that with a shut-off switch somewhere. One of my best friends, electrician. I'm like, yo, can we do this? He's like, absolutely not. It's against the code. You cannot do
You
this.
cannot keep ghosts
Like,
in your house.
They don't make a panel like this that looks kind of like this. Like, nope, they don't. You can't paint it red too because that's supposed to be like the fire alarm system. I'm like, God damn it. I'm one of those weird guys who would spend $500 on like a fake Ghostbuster electrical panel thing if it wouldn't get me in trouble with Department of Buildings. Anyway,
My favorite
Smokiverse.
Ghostbusters was the lady one,
Which one?
the girls one. It's the best.
Oh,
one.
yeah. That was the best one. You and the other 5 weirdos who saw it in the movie theaters.
Never seen any of them in the movie.
God awful. Thank God they restarted.
Never
the
seen
series.
any of them. What do you give the Smokiverse? I like it. I give it a thumbs up. I'm not gonna give it a point rating. I would drink this. I would drink this now. I would drink this later.
It's a little bit lighter and sweeter than I would love it to be.
I think that's why I like it that it's lighter, even though it's supposed to say it's
I,
here. It's
I
super
like it, but if I wanted to love it, I'd want a little bit more weight, maybe a little bit more smoke, just a tad bit.
That's why I like the Harpy's Tail was their best one I think I've had. Sweet and smoky, right amounts.
I can't remember which one I really liked the
And-
most.
I've had that one. I had the Harpy's Tail, funny enough, and I remember it being, that's how much I liked it. I think I had it at Whiskey X. It's like the only thing I remember is liking the Harpy's Tail.
You had a fun night that night.
I vomited everywhere. No pictures.
Had a good time. Ardbeg, man, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job. I really love the stuff you're putting out.
Well, we spoke to the Ardbeg guy, and they said they were going to pump the brakes on the, putting 17 out a year or whatever.
I agree with you because I think it's just too much. It's too much collecting, and you can't collect them all. Focus on a little bit less outputs, and you make some better whiskey, more interesting stuff. The last thing I'll say about Ardbeg, the coolest thing they did was they put out that comic book series. I have it somewhere at home. I think I read it once or twice. It was fantastic. If I were to do something cool like that again, if I were to say they should do something cool like that again, do that comic book series. It was dope as hell. Anything else want to say, JP?
No, that's all I got to say.
All right, well, thanks so much. By the way, we don't have Smokiverse in stock, so you cannot buy it from us. Good luck finding it.
Yeah, good luck.
Take care. Have a great weekend. God bless.
Bye, everybody.
Arthur Cantina, we're really glad you came. We won't forget your face next time, but might forget your name.